Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to Puan Siti Nur Afrina. So today we'll be conducting our interview for our entrepreneurship assignment purposes. And so I think we can proceed for our first question. So for Puan Siti, would you tell us please tell us about yourself and a bit of your education, your past and your previous and current work experience.
Right. Hi guys, my name is Siti Rafina. You guys can call me Fina. I am 24 years old and currently live in Kembangan, Selangor. And I am a student from MSU. I take Bachelor in Finance course. Actually, I have combo recently. If you guys ada combo kan, 20 itulah I combo tadi. And I took my diploma at Sepang Selangor in accounting course. For my previous job, I had worked at Suci Professional Berhad as part-time accountant assistant. And then I have worked at engineering company in department account for 6 months due to my internship. And then for my experience in business, I have experience to work as a dropship for skincare product brand Aina Beauty. I think you guys know Syafiqah, Aina and Hafiz Mama influencer. I have a dropship. I dulu pernah jadi dropship lah dengan diorang. Then I also pernah jadi dropship at Shopee selling blouse, clothes, t-shirt and palazzo for women and lady. Not just that, I also have experience working as an agent for brand Chocoja, which is a delicious by name Chocotube. And hence due to my good performance, I was upgraded to a mini stockist, but because of the increasing of competitors towards the Chocoja, that time I think more sellers jual Chocoja. So I have decided to stop and focus my degree that time. Then during my final year student in 2020, I have decided to create my own business, which is selling bag for women. And then I jual socks, accessories. By now, I only focus for gift box, specifically for bag only.
That is quite a long introduction for yourself and your work experience, but it is very insightful and thank you for your very specific and very insightful introduction. And for our next question, Puan Siti, how do you think your education and work experience would influence you during pandemic and endemic situation?
In my opinion, I think it was easy for me to manage my schedule for work, business, and study in pandemic, even though there are some SOPs that we need to follow by as a Malaysian. During the pandemic, I have more time at home, focus my necessary things where I don't have to go to class because of the online class. I don't need to go to the office because I need to work from home at that time. I just spend my time at home and focus my small business. As we all know, during the pandemic, social media really influences a lot of people. That time, I guess you guys really know about this app, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. It's a very impact during the pandemic. When I sell bag or give box on online platform, it actually really helped me because it really has a very positive impact towards my sales. My sales greatly increased during the pandemic, and it was a very positive thing for me not to give up as a small business owner. And as for the endemic, I find it quite difficult to focus on my business because I need to work at the same time. I need to go to work, hadap jam lama-lama, and I think I need really have effort toward my business lah. As I said before, I think I memang kena jaga-jaga my time management. Okay kan? Itu
As you
persoalan.
said, okay. So I think, and the end in mind would be time management, because because time management during the pandemic is going to be is and always will be different before the pandemic came and hit Malaysia. Would you mind tell us about your current job or in your company? What sector best describe it, or what are the main activities during pandemic and endemic situation?
Right. Currently, I'm working at the Gasiria Property Branch Rindabangan as an admin finance executive, but also have a big business where I put a lot of my passion and interest on it. I could say it is my blood sweat, but interesting I put the business while I'm still studying for degree as final year student. So I think there is no valid reason for me to give up on the effort that I have put over the years for my business. As for the company where I work as an admin executive, I manage the company's accounts and finance, manage employee, and also the office. During the pandemic, I am working from home. It's actually quite simple where I need to do as a usual office work, but different is just doing the task online. I also given tasks to be done by manager through online platform such as using WhatsApp and Gmail, which is email. We also did a meeting session via Zoom, Google Meet, and WebEx. For personally, pandemic is actually is my work which I have a lot of time to focus on my business where I can multitask. During the lunch hour break, I will packing the orders, and then after lunch, I will resume my work and all tasks after the working hours. I will post and drop customer parcel at JNT near my house. That was my daily routine throughout the pandemic lah. While for endemic, my schedule has differ which I will get to work at 8 and until 5:30, and then I will go home and go to JNT to drop my customer parcel, and at night I will manage my business until midnight. Then I would say time is very precious lah for me where I can always eat and I need to very discipline through time lah, because time is very important for me to manage my business.
So I think time management is quite important,
That's very
because
important.
yeah, because
Yeah,
you will be managing your time with your work and also your business too. And yeah, understood. On to the next question. Uh, what would be your motivation to start your own business, especially during the pandemic and endemic situation? Because I think during the pandemic would be quite hard.
okay. Actually, the funny thing is my motivation to start my own business is actually I wanted to buy a new phone. During the pandemic, phone actually was everything because everyone depend on the phone, include social media. Without phone, I think it's quite difficult for me to do work and do assignments, project, and connect or contact with my customers. I always struggle to succeed in my business so that I can achieve my goals. And after months, actually I have achieved my goals, which is I finally can afford to buy a new phone. From when I have achieved my goal to buy a new phone, I started to realize it become a good motivation for me to go further. Then I will create new goals so that I can have the spirit to succeed in my business and career. So the main point is I want to buy a new phone lah for my motivation.
I think that is a very good motivation, as it will also help us to become better and make us more, how do you say, more motivated to do the business even better. And for the next question, what are the challenges or barriers that that would prevent you from starting the pandemic and also in the endemic situation?
Um, the challenge or barrier I faced during a pandemic was a constraint in stocks. I have been dealing with the production abroad at China. So it is a complicated process during a pandemic because it takes a very long time to wait for stock to arrive. Usually the stock will arrive in 2 weeks, but due to the pandemic, we have to wait for the stock for 1 month. It is not, and the customer got affected at the same time because there will be a delay for them to receive a parcel. Supposedly, customers should receive their parcel within 1 until 5 working days, but instead, most of the customers receive parcel in 2 weeks or more than 3 weeks, which is really take a long time. So with that problem, customers often call, spam us, message at DM, WhatsApp, which is our team the city. It's hard to explain because it's not our macam kemasalah kita lah, actually masalah kira kan kita dah post baik-baik, and so that sometimes customer assume us as a scammer. It's not for me lah kat situ. So they think they will not receive the parcel on time. Although we have explained in detail, some customers also do not understand the situation even though the problem came from the courier. I also have a problem with couriers also where all the SOP set by the government affect the courier. For example, only one person can dealing with the customer service at that time, will be the slow down the process of handling the parcel. And for the endemic, there is no problem with the stock and business runs smoothly, and the production and courier also went smoothly, and I had less problem throughout the endemic. Just problem through the pandemic only.
Well, I mean, COVID-19 has definitely impacted everyone, especially in the business sector, because from the supplier to the business owner and to the customer, I think logistics is also quite impacted because of COVID-19, because of their safety protocols that they need to consider as their safety measures and safety protocols. The next question is about safety protocols. So, what changes have you made to your safety protocols because of COVID-19?
Before this, kita tak sanitize our parcel, before pandemic. Then what protocol during the pandemic is, first before I start the packing orders, I will make sure all the parcels, all the box, all the stationery already sanitized well, and I will make sure the stock arranged in condition dalam kotak dengan rak. So ada SOP. Actually I tak ada banyak SOP sangat lah dekat sebab I handle seorang lah for the business.
So I think it's not really complicated for you, and
Yeah.
I think it's very easy for your safety protocol since you are doing it alone. And I think that is all the questions that I will be asking you, and I will pass to Shafiq for the next few questions.
All right. Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafiq. Okay, I will continue with the next question. So, since you have own your own business we call the city, so how have you create a positive community and high moral within your workplace during the pandemic situation?
Okay. As I said earlier, when I was running my own business, I was a final year student. Before doing and study, I will clean up my workspace to keep clean environment, to boost my spirit. Actually, honestly, I will watch Korean drama while packing orders because I think Korean drama is a very positive thing for my life. And so while doing work, I don't feel stressed, depressed. So I feel happy when I'm watching the Korean drama. Sometimes I will listen to the music. And to be honest, throughout the pandemic, for customer service, I'm actually very happy and enjoy the moment because online business has received a lot of orders, even though it's tiring, but I really enjoy doing it. I think during the pandemic is very happy for me because I receive more orders, more customers, more followers during the pandemic. Yeah.
Alright, so you have create your environment create a positive environment by manage your workplace and happy to get a new order during the pandemic situation. Alright, so we move to the next question, which is
Alright.
during the pandemic, the government has implemented a stimulus to help local business to stay afloat during the MCO and EMCO. So, how did the Prihatin help you to maintain your business?
Okay, actually for the Prihatin, help maintain the business, uh, you guys as a small business, we need to have a SSM. But that time, I baru ada SSM. So, I tak dapat, I tak receive the bantuan from Prihatin. But I only receive bantuan for student full time that time from the Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. So I didn't receive any Prihatin lah. For the modal, I only use 100% from bantuan student, not for Prihatin.
So, you don't get any Prihatin from the government, but you have get a government incentive for students. So, it also can help you to maintain your business during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
All right. For the next question, since you work alone to run your business, right? So, how did you manage and control your time to sustain your business is in the right track?
Actually, it's hard because I handle order, I ambil customer, I handle the account business. Luckily that time I had sisters, that time sister lah yang banyak tolong I packing order semua. So macam mana I handle, I suka buat multitask kerja sambil I packing, I akan balas WhatsApp customers. Sambil I buat content, I akan make sure order tu ikut susunan yang betul. Dan I akan make sure all the stocks ada masa dekat website. Tally lah dengan stok dengan website. Sometimes kan bila kita ada customer order dari website, sometimes ada customer order dari WhatsApp. So takut benda tu clash. And then I akan make sure benda tu akan ikut susunan yang betul. Kalau tak nanti ada customer didn't receive quantity yang betul. So macam mana I buat, I just multitask dalam masa yang sama lah. Jenis buat kerja multitask. I tak buat kerja satu-satu.
From a multitask work, you also can manage your business and to keep it grow. All right. So for the next question, while having to operate your business during the COVID-19, how do you maintain your SOP in preparing your product to your customer?
Okay, during the COVID-19 pandemic, I maintain the quality product for my customer by always making a QOC, which is quality of product check. I think as a small business owner, QOC is very important before we sell a product to customer to maintain the quality. I will check the benang from the bag. I will make sure the bag is dalam keadaan yang baik dan tak ada yang celah-celah. Also, I will do a SOP before I packing the order. First, I will spray the hand sanitizer. I will spray sanitizer and remove the bag from the plastic. After that, I will put the bag into the box. For stay quality, I will make sure tak ada yang macam terkoyak, tak ada yang macam terkopak. Sebab kadang-kadang supplier ni menghantar je bag. Dan untuk pengetahuan korang, supplier memang dah cakap from the seller, from the buyer yang kami akan receive 75% saja yang baik dan 50% kami akan receive bag yang tidak baik. So kena ready benda tu. So kita akan make sure lah sebelum kita packing, we make sure all the bags dalam good condition dan dalam baik lah. Sebab supplier memang dah cakap there's a risiko bila kita direct from the kilang.
Alright, so for the quality of in preparing your product, so you need to take care of the risk because of the supplier has told you to has warned you to take care because there will be a 70% of risk of your product, right? Alright,
Yeah.
so That's all from my question. So I will pass it to Amma for the next question.
Hi, Miss Afrina.
Hi,
For the
Amma.
next question, I would like to ask. During the pandemic, lots of small business or SME companies struggles to obtain or to get their resources from the supplier. Can you
Yep.
hear me? Okay. So lots of small business they are struggling. They struggle to get their resources from the supplier. So I would like to ask, how did you overcome this issue?
Okay, yeah. Talking about the resources from the supplier, actually for me, for the first PKP is very hard because all the factories not working. Everyone is scared with the virus COVID-19. But luckily, I already buy more stocks from supplier. So as I said before, basically, it takes 1 until 5 days to arrive the stock. But during the pandemic, it takes 1 month and so on. So it's really hard lah for me. What I did, I just talk to the customer that not all the bags are available, and I will give the catalog for the customer for the available bag. And how I overcome from getting resources from the supplier is I just buy stocks more than 3 suppliers. If first suppliers have a problem, I have backup from second suppliers. If second suppliers have problem, I have another backup from third suppliers. Even the different suppliers, I have actually different design for bag. So I didn't take a high risk. Actually because we take one supplier, I think it's a very risk because we only depends for the supplier. Okay, for example, kalau kita beli dekat satu supplier, tiba-tiba supplier tu ada masalah. So kita tak ada backup plan. So what I did is I buat backup, which is I beli dekat 3 suppliers from 3 different factories and different design bag. So I'm not really depend on one supplier only.
So I see. You are receiving from 3 different suppliers. So I think that's a very good strategy.
Suppliers.
Last question I would like to ask, what do you think is the most critical strategy that you need for your business when facing this pandemic phase?
During the pandemic, my critical towards my business is I handle the business alone, and at the same time, that time I struggle with my final project, which is thesis in finance. And I also handle the parcels alone. I handle the customers alone, and I also handle the business finance alone. So what I do is my sister helped me during that time because of sekolah tengah cuti time tu, so I minta my sister lah tolong. In the same time, I try search website, that friendly website for my customers, because bila ada website ni, diorang boleh purchase through website lah, tak perlu nak tunggu I balas WhatsApp, sebab kadang-kadang as a seller, I will reply lambat, I will ada masa sendiri. So untuk handle the critical tu, I will make sure I will make sure the website dalam keadaan baik.
It's very inspiring to hear that you managed to handle all your business work all by yourself, while you still have to focus on your studies. So it's very inspiring for me. So I think that's it for our interview session. I would like to say thank you to Miss Afrina for your time and cooperation, and we wish you all the best for your business in the future.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening to Puan Shahanas. So today we'll be conducting our interview session with you regarding about your business, and for our and for our assignment purpose. So, Puan Syahnas, sihat Puan Syahnas?
Sehat, Alhamdulillah, sehat.
Sihat. Sihat eh?
Macam mana dengan Hamdan?
Ah, Alhamdulillah sihat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we can just proceed to our first question. So for our first question, for would you tell us a bit about yourself and what made you want to start this business?
Okay. My name is Puan Shahnas Karmila binti Shahrudin. Okay, I'm a housewife for now. When I start this business, I just came back from Bintulu and decided to do bakery, because when I'm at home, I don't have anything to do beside, and I love cooking. All right. So since I love to bake and give to my neighbors and my friends, they give good comments saying that my cake is good, delicious, moist, and everything. And they suggested to me that I need to do a business towards this cakes and chocolate truffles. So after that, after a few times, then I think I decided to join this business and get a good recommendation by others as well.
Okay, so good insight, very good insight, very interesting. And can we know how long have you been in this business actually?
Okay. I've been in this business since in 2011. But officially, I registered my company with SSM, Suruhan Jaya Syarikat Malaysia, in 2012. Since then, I never look backward and I just move with the flows. And after 10 years, 11 years, I'm still here, existing in in this business.
Right, thank you. Very insightful, very insightful. And I hope that your business is going strong and going very good. And for our
Thank
next question, um, during during the COVID-19 season, the first pandemic during March 2020, what changes since then? What changes have you made to your safety protocols because of the COVID-19?
Okay, since the COVID-19 hit Malaysia and worldwide is very hard, so so far I don't have any problem with safety measures because I'm an online business. So we generate the income from home. So I've never deal direct with my customer except by phone. So it doesn't affect my business so much, but it increased my sales because during the pandemic, people wants to eat. People request a lot of other products from me because they stay at home, they work from home, and they need food, right? So I multiply my cakes and I diversify my products to savory. For example, I did some macaroni, baked macaroni. Is a hot products beside the cakes, and I do some what I call it croissant. So I diversify from cakes into pastries, and it generates really well. And I don't have much problem during the MCO, except for some marketing, because actually we are competing with other bakers as well.
Very very competitive, we can say that, because
Yeah.
because it's because I think the place where you stay is quite competitive because it's very popular, I think, in Bangi where you're staying, right?
Yes, I'm staying in Bangi. So since that most of the people in Bangi cannot go to KL to work because most people here is working in KL and they can't go to KL because of the what they call it the strict orders, the MCO, they cannot cross the border. So that's why they need food to be delivered to their home, but they have a good appetite. So different menu every day.
Okay, thank you. I think that is during the COVID-19, the first phase of COVID-19. So since we are
Yes.
going into the endemic phase, so is there any changes to for the safety protocols for your business?
So far, no. I mean, we still adhere to the social distancing. You know, sometimes the what they call it, the inhaler services come to the house to pick up the products and sending back to the customers. So far, in safety measures, we just do some social distancing, wearing mask, the necessary thing lah, with the hand sanitizer, hand sanitizing our hands. That's all from my view.
Right, very insightful. Thank you for your feedback of safety protocols for your business. And for my next question is, have you ever created a positive community and a high morale within your workplace during the pandemic and endemic phase?
Yes. So far, from what I see, during the pandemic phase, I'm hiring few of my helper to do the baking and everything. So we sometimes ask them to make sure they are, what they call it, they are healthy. Okay, they don't have any coughing, they don't they don't bring any symptoms, they don't show any symptom, then they come to the place to do their job. In case they have any particulars like a very severe symptom, so I suggest to them that not to come to the to my place to do things, because I'm afraid for them to spread the COVID-19 to other people.
Okay. Thank you for your feedback. I think that is a very important thing to do since we are living in the COVID-19 situation where sometimes there's ups and downs and cases going up and down, not consistently going down. So yeah, I think it's very important to make sure that the helpers or workers that you hire is healthy and
Yeah,
not spreading the disease.
correct.
Okay, I think that is all from me and my question. That's all from me, my questions. And now I pass to Shafiq for his next few questions.
Good evening, Puan and Shahnaz. So my
Yes,
name
good.
is Muhammad Shafiq. Okay. For the next question, I would like to ask, during the COVID-19, the government has implemented the stimulus to help a local business to stay afloat during the MCO. So I
Correct.
want to ask, how did the Prihatin stimulus help you to maintain your business during the COVID-19?
Okay. During the COVID-19, yes, I agree that the government provide us a lot of funds. Yeah, they call it GKP grant. What they call it, I've forgotten. I mean something that helps the B40, the M20, M20, NT20, M40, NT20. So during whenever we receive the funds, we restock the products, we restock all the stocks and generate more sales. And sometimes we also use the money as well to do some marketing. We do some online marketing, especially in FB and Instagram. You see, sometimes we do the blasting in WhatsApp with minimal fees to promote whatever products that on sale or on promotion during the pandemic area, using the funds that we receive from the government.
All right, so that's mean government also playing an important role to help local business to keep sustained during the MCO.
Yes,
All right.
correct.
So for the next question, while having to operate your business during the COVID-19 and from home, how you maintain your SOP in preparing your product?
How again? How I maintain my SOP?
All right. How you maintain the SOP in preparing the product?
Okay, during the COVID-19, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. As I mentioned earlier, during the pandemic and the COVID-19, when the numbers raised very high every day, some of our staffs got a very uncomfortable, I can say, not coming to work, just afraid that whether they can get infected. Okay, so but I told them, if you are healthy, make sure you're healthy, then you can come to my place to do all the baking things. And then at that time, I think the government also provide us with a vaccination. So I insist most of them to get vaccinated so that the hashtag kita jaga kita can be used in our daily SOP.
All right. I think this is a good management tactics to keep your product clean and quality even during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
All right. So my question is done. So I will pass to Amma for the next question.
I am Muhammad Ahmad. So I will continue with the question.
All right.
Okay. Thanks. So I would like to ask regarding the resources. We know that during COVID-19 pandemic, it's hard to get your raw materials from shops because due to lots of shops were closed. And I would like to ask, how did you overcome this matter to get your resources from the supplier?
Okay, this is a big secret, when I'm telling you this. All right. So I hope don't have to mention to anyone. We can share it together. During the COVID-19, yes, the raw material, the flour, the sugar is very hard to get because producing, the factory, they can't produce like normal. Okay, because some they asked to be closed and maintain a very limited people to work in the what they call it, in the factory. So what I did was I called them, all right? I called the supplier myself and I asked, what is the minimum MOQ? Usually if you order from the factory, we need to be to buy from them at a higher volume. You see, so we as a normal, the SME, the micro business, we can't afford, all right, to have a higher MOQ to buy. So when they say that, yes, we can buy in a smaller bulk, let's say maybe 20 cartons per receipt. All right, when they make a deal, because they want a business as well. So when they said that they can offer me smaller MOQ, then I'm quite happy. So I can purchase at least 20 cartons of flour per receipt. So, but then I still cannot cross the border to take the raw materials from the factory. So I asked for the e-hailing services, something like Lalamove, all right, the logistic from the Lalamove, the Grab, to buy, not to buy, to get the products for me using their what they call it, their services. So that's how I get the raw materials, the whatever need to be to make my business grows. Okay, that's it. That's how I get the products.
That's a very good idea, Shanas.
Yes, yes.
So we will surely use your strategy is when we were to open our own business in the future.
Yes, you need to deal direct.
So
You need to deal direct to the factory, because some of the supplier, they keep the stock, right? Because they have a vast of customers also to serve, so they cannot sell to us more than they can sell, right? They have to keep stock for them as well. Any more question?
that's a good strategy. I will, since it's been sorry.
Is there any more question?
Yeah, just
Because
one more.
I
Sorry,
cannot
madam.
hear you very well, yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me now?
Ya, boleh.
Yeah. Alright. So since it's getting a bit late, I will make this question as our last one. So for the
Okay.
conclusion, what do you think is the most critical strategy that you need when facing this endemic phase?
Okay, can you repeat your question again?
Sure. So what do you think is the most critical strategy that you need when facing this pandemic phase?
Okay, that's a tough question. Okay, a very tough one. But looking back, during the pandemic, what you need to do is, first, you have to identify what is your killer product. Okay, what is your killer product, and what is the highest demand of your product. You stick to it, and then you see about how to get your products. You have to deal direct with the what they call it, the factory. I mean the producer. You must have the materials to produce, okay, so that you can continue with your process to do your products. Second, thirdly, what I think the most is you have to have backup from your staff. Okay, you need helping hand, how to go further, and you have to maintain a good a relationship between them and a good SOP of the health issues during that time. Thirdly, the third one is that whenever you receive funds from banks, or even now at the times during the endemic, during the PKP time, when you receive the money, the stimulus package from the government, you have to identify what is the money to use for, okay, how to use the money to the maximum used. To what is the usage. You can't simply market without any strategy, right? But during the pandemic, the best strategy is online, because everybody will hold the handphone, will stick with the laptop and scrolling because they need to pass the time. So use the FB ads and the Instagram online promotion, because during when you're scrolling your Instagram, your advertisement might show in one of those posts. So people will see it and people tend to buy. And lastly, the pictures you took for your products must be look really, really delicious if you are in F&B business. I think that's all.
That's a good sharing. Yeah, that's a good sharing from you. Surely we will learn a few things from your insights. So we would like to thank you for your cooperation and your time. And we wish you nothing but the best for your business in the future.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Amin.
You're welcome.
Thank you for lending your time with us, and I think that would be all from us. From me, myself, Hamdan, Shafiq, and Amma. We would like to say thank you for your time. For you might be busy now and might be having some cakes and other things to bake. And I will say thank you, and we hope to see you in the near future.
All right. Thank you, Hamdan, Amar, and Shafiq.
Thank you,
Hope
Pak.
you to success in your future undertakings.
Thank you, Pak
Okay.
Shanas.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam.